y'all. I'm Jamie Lynn Sigler, a mom, actor, and advocate. I know how overwhelming it can be trying to decide which treatment is right for you. I've been there. But you should know you're not alone. You can do this. Start with some research, talk to the community, and most importantly, don't be afraid to ask your doctor questions. You might find results that speak for themselves. That's how I landed on Kesimpta. Ask your doctor if Kesimpta, ofatumumab, could be right for you. You can check out the details at kesimpta.com.
Dominic Carter, Talk Radio 77 WABC, and welcome to my podcast. The president of the New York Patrolmen's Benevolent Association, the PBA, Pat Lynch, is correct about a lot of things. This time in particular, about something that has been alarming to me for the last few years. The message to criminals on the street is that there are no consequences if they get caught. In other words, a full green light to commit crime. It is this rhetoric that is absolutely reckless and has us in this very bad position. The garbage from progressives that are now running for cover and starting to get somewhat silent after they have created all this damage. Those progressives simply telling a segment of society what they want to hear for votes. It's despicable. 5 New York City cops shot in the first 3 weeks of the year. The ambush of 22-year-old officer Jason Rivera and his 27-year-old partner, Wilbert Mora, shot in the head by a low-life criminal. Meanwhile, folks, being shoved in front of a train has become a regular. For example, after Michelle Go, the Asian-American woman, lost her life being pushed in front of a train, it happened days later to an elderly man. Thank God the conductor was able to stop the train. We have got to go back to Rudy Giuliani's broken windows theory, dealing with even the smallest of crimes before they become bigger ones. I can't believe I have to say this, but it means prosecuting crimes to the full extent of the law and getting the mentally ill off our streets, putting them in secure medical facilities where they are given the treatment they need. Please don't stand here and lecture me about the rights of the mentally ill. My own biological mother was diagnosed a chronic paranoid schizophrenic almost all my life. Most of my childhood, my mother was not around. I didn't know the full situation until I got older and became a grown man. But for months at a time, my biological mother was institutionalized here in New York State at Pilgrim State, Rockland State, Mount Sinai Hospital. I have seen authorization forms now as a grown man where my mother had to get written approval from a psychiatrist to obtain a 72-hour weekend pass to come home and see me as a little boy. I wrote about my mother's mental illness and my life in my book titled No Mama's Boy, and it was titled No Mama's Boy because I never had a traditional relationship with my own mother. It was never a normal mother-son relationship. A lot of bad things happened in my life, and I still have the strong position of take the mentally ill off the streets. That's the compassionate way to deal with the situation. Or when it comes to crime, what sticks in my mind is, what about the 11-month-old Bronx baby girl randomly shot in the face? She spent her first birthday in the hospital. Albany must change bail reform laws to again give judges the discretion of who walks and who goes to Rikers Island. That alone is a strong deterrent. The only way you are going to get guns off the streets and cut crime is to go back to the police practice of stop and frisk, where police have the element of surprise over the suspects. I'm not declaring that the civil rights of hundreds of thousands of people have to be violated, but something has to give. And what has to give is returning to something that has proven to be successful. And that is stop and frisk to protect all of us and to make New York great again. Here is what must happen. The blueprint is not hard. Number one, we must support police and give our police back their qualified immunity. We have to reverse Albany's bail reform laws. And how about pay raises for officers? And while we're at it, how about our full support? If we don't, we are literally taking our own lives into our hands. And the next victim, the very next victim, may be you or I. Folks, you can catch me on 77 WABC Radio weeknights, midnight to 1 a.m., and you can listen to the show online as well at WABCradio.com, WABCradio.com. You can send me emails at Dominic.Carter@WABCradio.com, Dominic.Carter@WABCradio.com. I may actually read your email that you submit to me, and also you can check out the Dominic Carter merchandise at the 77 WABC store, from Dominic Carter t-shirts to hats and much more. Go to WABCradiostore.com. One more time, WABCradiostore.com. I will see you the next time right here. Stay safe, folks, and stay positive. Always half full, never half empty.